What's going on, world? July 22nd, Work Hard Wednesday. Me and Will jump right into it. Let's go over our cheat sheet, get this thing started, and then go over some of the things we need to discuss. Then we call it a day. So you got your cheat sheet right there.
Oh, yep.
Go ahead and run it.
Boost Juice, the never-ending boost. This is more than just another drink. Dare to turn your dream into reality, to inspire a generation to go further, instill confidence in oneself, and transform it into a new youth. Motivation, determination, patience, strength, unity, and peace is our recipe for you to succeed. Join the movement, boostjuice.com. Bottle type 20 ounce, 591 milliliters. Heat set Amcor Power Flex, long neck, PET, polyethylene terephthalate. Bottle diameter 2.582 inches. Bottle width 2.582 inches. Bottle height 8.5 inches. Net weight of fluid 619.1 grams. Gross weight of fluid and bottle 659.1 grams. Finish 38 millimeters. Bottle weight 40 grams. Nutrition facts: serving size 8 fluid ounces, 240 milliliters, 60 milligrams of natural caffeine per 8 fluid ounce, 150 milligrams of natural caffeine per 20 ounce. Serving per container 2.5, 70 calories per serving, with a total of 175. Calories from fat 0, total fat 0, saturated fat 0 grams, trans fat 0 grams, cholesterol 0 milligrams, sodium 0 milligrams, total carbohydrates 17 grams per serving, with a 42.5 total percent daily value of 6%, 15% total. Dietary fiber 0 grams, sugars 16 grams, 40 total. Protein 0 grams, vitamin A 2%, 5% total. Vitamin C 8%, 20% total. Calcium 2%, 5% total. Iron 0%. Benefits of ingredients: apple juice reduces bad cholesterol levels and enhances the cardiovascular health of a person. The risk of getting heart disease is reduced significantly. It's helpful for weight loss and improves the functioning and the health of the intestines. Combats constipation effectively. Cleans liver and kidneys. Reduces the risk of kidney and liver disease. Improves digestion and eliminates harmful toxins from the body. Contains antioxidants which prevent different kinds of cancer. Vitamin C, very good for the lungs, and it lowers the risk of asthma. Mango juice improves the memory and concentration. It prevents mental weakness. It is very rich in beta-carotene, which prevents heart disease and other ailments. Combats poor digestion. Acidity, very effective for liver disorders. It is rich in vitamin A, so it's good for your eyesight. Makes the complexion fair and the skin soft and shiny. Pineapple juice contains the enzyme bromelad, a natural anti-inflammatory that encourages the healing of bruises and swelling in the body. Bromelad can reduce arthritis pain and post-operative swelling. It also promotes good digestion by helping the body break down proteins. Contains vitamin C, which functions as a natural antioxidant, promotes a healthy immune system, and can help you recover more quickly from a cold. It also promotes cell growth, tissue repair, and the body's production of collagen, protein that plays an important role in healing the wounds. It also helps the body metabolize fats and absorb iron. Noni juice extract, protection against development of cancer. Also exhibits anti-tumor properties. It is an immune booster and considered one of the most nutritious fruits. Many of its nutrients are known to stimulate the immune system. It is considered a digestive stimulant, traditionally used as a laxative. Also has been found to be 75% as effective as morphine sulfate in relieving pain without the toxic side effects. It is effective against bacteria and fungus with active compounds like anthronines, scopolamine, and terpenes. Taro is a root vegetable grown in semi-tropical climates. Taro root has a low glycemic index, and low GI means that the taro affects blood sugar levels slowly. without the peaks and crashes of a high GI, which leads to increased hunger later on. Eating a diet of a low GI foods can also help prevent diabetes. Contains good amounts of vitamin A and C. Tropical banana contains good amounts of antioxidants, minerals, and vitamins. It replenishes energy and revitalizes the body instantly. Vitamin C helps the body develop resistance against infectious agents and scavenge harmful oxygen-free radicals. Malic acid is an organic compound that is made by all living organisms, contributes to the pleasantly sour taste of fruits, and is used as a food additive. Natural caffeine is the raw green Arabica coffee bean, which is considered to make milder, less bitter coffee. It is an Adam and Eve of coffee beans. It is grown in Ethiopia as well as 70 other equatorial countries.
Awesome. All right, so one thing, I was hoping that S was here, but but he's not. He's stuck in traffic right now, he says. But what I wanted to kind of switch it up today, just to go back to a lot of things that we talk about as far as keeping everybody updated, keeping everybody posted with our progress, and not only that, but just making sure that we're all still thinking about the next move. And what I'm getting at is we talked about a while back about incorporating like little slots and times just for our other ventures. We got security, and then obviously plumbing too. And so since that's not here, but Will is here, we just want to give a little bit of time just to check in on things, because when we talked about from the gate, Oosh Juice is just the umbrella. That was just the jump off the deep end, and to have someone actually prove like, hey man, what we put our mind to, we could really do this shit. Like if we wanted to, we could do it. And so that was the taking the lead, if you want to call it that, and it led to other opportunities that presented themselves. Obviously, we got the security thing going now. It's the doors are open, and it's a business that's a part of us, and we're taking the steps that we need to get plumbing going. And one of the things that we have to stress is communication. Yeah, like the gate. Like we already know that nobody could do this by themselves. We all have a part and to play that part to the best of our ability, even though like I don't feel that we've reached that potential yet, and it's okay. We're growing, but for us to be able to do what we've done so far, it didn't happen just because like we just wanted it to have I shouldn't say that. It didn't happen just because. It happened because there was a lot of prepping, there was a lot of planning, there was a lot of talking, speaking things into existence, and then just that effort and that hard work that we continue to put in this thing day in and day out. So I just want to give the floor to Will, because it's always on my mind. Like when my brothers are going after something, I want to be kept in the loop. And I'm there. I mean, I'm always here for help. Nobody should ever think otherwise. You guys know how I feel. I want us all to be successful in everything that we do, because we're proving to the world that it starts it comes from him, and then we put in what we need to put in so that we see this thing all the way through, because we were chosen. So right now, I know you probably weren't prepared for this, Oos, but just give us some updates. I mean, how are things going? What do you think our field could help you speed up the process? What are some of the things that we can help out with as far as research? Like that's how I want it to feel. Like everything that we did with Oosh Juice, yeah, it took a leader, somebody that was going to do the research, and then, hey man, I need you guys to look into this too. It took someone to do that, like take the first step. And that's what it's going to take with you. It's going to take with us. You guys got to take that initiative to embrace your team, so that we can help out in any way we can. Because if we don't learn how to do that, it's tough. And you guys already know how hard it was for me to give up, like or to trust. I give up enough trust, and then I gradually it happened. But at the same time, when we were in the war room and we're meeting all these days, we're reading our book, we're doing our research, we're doing all these things together. So that's all it was. We were prepping and planning for what we needed to do, and now we're here. And it's going to take that same kind of push if we want to go out and attack these other ventures. So the floor is yours. Take as much time as you need, and then we'll just throw in a few things, and then we'll be on our separate way.
All right. Well, right now, I've sent in my application for taking a test. I finally got a response back from them. I was waiting on a response a couple of weeks now, and then they finally sent me a letter saying that that they need more proof of my work experience, which is kind of funny because I've been talking to like other contractors and what they've had to go through as far as like taking the test and sending in their application and whatnot, but it just seems like I guess nowadays they're starting to be like a lot more stricter than what they've been in the past. Like just I had this one contractor. He told me that like that's what had me on a pause for a minute was I was trying to get my proof of experience from my boss, and then I ended up waiting on him, and then I got another contractor who did it for me, and then I sent it in, and then a few other contractors were telling me that like, oh yeah, your work experience, you can have like anybody sign for it. You can have like your coworker or whatnot, and then I waited like probably like 3 or 4 weeks, and I finally got a response, and they're saying that they need my W-2s for every end of the year for the years that I put on my work experience. So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to get in contact with the IRS. I'm trying to get my W-2s back from them. I haven't heard a response back yet from them, but um, I'm just kind of like at a pause right now. And what I've been doing was also I've been trying to like study my binder, what they've all the information that they sent me as far as like the law part of running a construction business. Um, Everybody that I talked to is it's like because they're in on the test. There's two different parts. There's one on the trade, whatever trade that you're trying to open your business up as far as like plumbing or electrical or whatnot. But so there's a like a part of on your trade, and then the other part is pretty much on the law part of running your business. And everybody that I talked to said that you just got to study that binder, and I've been doing it for a while now, but it's just like it's kind of like a long process. And what made me it's funny that you brought it up because like what I've been doing was I've been trying to think of a way of like making it easier on myself as far as like because I know when we were reading the book, like I was just looking at that process as far as like us like yeah, it was easier because there's more people, and what we did was we read chapters, and then we took our notes, and then we came back to each other in groups, and then we just talked about what each chapter was about. But like getting to that point where later in the book where we just started making PowerPoints, I think that's what made it like a lot easier for all of us as far as like really trying to understand of like building our beverage empire. So like right now, what I'm trying to think of like what's the easiest way for me to like break this binder down into sections as far as like to where I really understand like the ins and outs of it. It's just like a lot of information, and it's just like a matter of like imprinting it all in my head. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now, and it's it's kind of like hitting like I wouldn't say I'm hitting a wall, but it's just like hitting like a few bumps where it's just like it's getting tough on me because it's just like a lot of information that I'm really trying to intake, and then all these little speed bumps. I'm like, damn. So it's now this, now like I'm waiting on this, and then once I get over that hump, and then another thing comes in my way, it's like, fuck. but just about like because I think it was Easy or Elam, like they brought me to Kindle, and then they wanted to play some games on it or whatever, and then I was messing with it on there, and then I seen the book, Beverage Empire on there, and then I was just looking through it like flashbacks of like I could see all my notes highlighted and stuff, and I was just like I started to read a little bit in the marketing, sales, and distribution chapters, like just reading some notes and whatnot, see if anything will pop in my head from anything, but. It was just like a trip to like just going back to how far we come as far as like ooze juice, and then it's just like I know it's all the process, but I'm just gonna just keep on going, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is like my best advice that I could give just by listening. I mean, that's yeah, a lot of people say I'm a good listener, and so I take that take pride in it. But when you were bringing up the fact that like of the book, and you're asking questions to other people that have already taken that step and become their own bosses. Did you ever require to ask or think about asking them like what are specifically in this book, what do I just need to target? Because if you think about like this whole book, yeah, there's a hell of information, but there's probably certain key things that you just need to just hop on that, and then pretty much a lot of the other stuff it would just come along. Yeah, you need to understand the whole book, but I'm pretty sure that there's a few things that you just need to focus all your attention on, and then go from there. The other thing about the PowerPoints, because we're visual creatures, I really feel that we really need to set up other meetings, like as far as plumbing. Like we have a week about plumbing, and we're just teaching each other how to go about it. If that was an effective tool for you, because we read the book and then we were all like, okay, we got to that point where we started making PowerPoints. Why wouldn't we use the same exact system right here? We should use the same exact system. Yeah, there's probably a lot of fancy words in there, but let's make it as real as possible for us to understand what is going on in this book. If everything is based on information, whoever has the most information, they're going to be the wealthiest people, more times than not, I should say. But if everything is based on information, we're taking. You just said, man, they brought the Kindle to you, and Build Your Beverage Empire is right there. That should have started bringing back memories. Man, we didn't know nothing about the beverage industry. We didn't. We knew a little bit, but it's just like right here with plumbing. Shit, we don't know nothing about plumbing, but who's to say that you can't teach us? That's all it is. It's about having meetings, communicating, and operating. We did all of that with Oosh Juice, and I want to apply those same techniques, tactics. I want to apply it to everything we got going on. You know why? Because it speeds up the learning curve. We get to where we got to get to faster, not because we're over here trying to sit in the corner and we're thinking about it all ourselves and we got the world on our shoulders already. No, but we really vent and we let that shit out of us, where there are people that really care to be able to listen to and receive. That is the difference when you have quality members on your team like us. You know what I mean? If you guys weren't quality members, then everything that I talked about in the gate, that shit would be out the window. But yeah, look it, we're still here. And because we have that bond of brotherhood, we're brothers in this thing, because we have that respect for one another, that's why we're attentive. We will be attentive, and we will listen to whoever the leader is that is trying to run the ship that we're going after, whatever that venture is. We all are leaders in our own way, and I want to bring back what you orchestrated for the Relay for Life last year. Yeah, we're not going to be a part of it this year, but still, you got one under your belt. You organized that, and you ran it as smooth as can be. So that's under your belt. That's on your resume. Just by doing that, you should have the confidence to be like, hey, Oos, or hey, sending out texts on our text line like, man, I would really like for us to, whatever, get a certain book. The same exact shit. Like, oh, we got Build Your Beverage Empire. I don't know what this book is called right here, but it's as simple as asking, hey, let's start looking into to this as well. Like if we're committed to that, like whatever you're happy about, whatever you love to do, and we say we're all for that, and we want to see you succeed in whatever makes you happy, then we have to be willing to stand up to what to basically to our words. We have to be able to live by our words, and that's how I see it. I mean, that's why it's when I always talk to S and I'm telling them, hey man, you got to be able to run the game. If you're not going to run the game, you're going to make it 10 times more difficult, and it's going to take you that much longer to where you got to get to. But we got to communicate, and then we have to be bold about what we want to do. I mean, if we're not bold, like if we're not bold in what we're trying to accomplish, what we believe, where we desire to be, if we don't have that, then it's gonna be hard for people to really receive it. And here goes the thing about like with what we did for our beverage company, right? Oosh Juice. That's a bold step. I mean, like everyone we run into, it's like, man, even though we've been living this, it's like, man, they say the same thing. Damn, man, you guys are doing this. Like, man, we just trying. Nah, but I don't never ever see nobody. They have this idea and they get to one step and it's pretty much done. But you guys are like step after step after step. Whole Foods, Shark Tank, like you guys are just continuing to push. That shit is inspiring. And this is what we hear all the time, and we're just like, man, it is kind of cool. You know what I mean? To just be that bold and say, you know what? I'm fucking finna sell 875 cases, and you sell 875 cases. Or like, fuck that, I'm finna, excuse me. Oh man. All right, well, back to what I was saying. What was I saying about being bold and people like really they really fall for that and they feel a part of like man, or they feel a certain way where they feel that they can do it, and then you get that support going. But it all starts from where? It starts from the foundation. Like we have to be really like bold with our example of the example that we want to set. Like we're gonna tell you if we're gonna go after this, then we got to go after it hard. And how do we go after it hard? By talking about it all the time. Hey man, this is what I got going on. This is what I got going on. This is what I need you to do. This is what. Hey man, could you look into this for me? If it wasn't for that, you think we would get this far? Hell no. Nah. But someone had to be vocal about it. Someone had to say, hey man, look at this, or read this, or check this out, or go make this connection, go make that delivery. That's the missing link right here. And I never, as we go on continue this journey, like yeah, we're gonna hit a lot of roadblocks. We see them all the time. We see the brick walls and we just power through that motherfucker. Like fuck it. It may be up for a little bit, but we gonna get through it. And what you're experiencing right now is nothing new. Like we see it, but the only difference is learning how to get over it. And how do you get over it? Through meeting about it. This is how we're going to get over it and get through it. So that's like what I suggest. I really feel that the opening up the door to speak about our other business ventures that we're trying to go after, that's going to help us out so much because now we're looking at things from different angles and different perspectives as far as different industries. And we talked about this a long time ago. You know, Steve Jobs, he would go into like the hospitality industry and he'd just be like, and getting hella ideas. It's the same thing that we're doing. Like, yeah, we're in the beverage industry, but shit, we can learn some shit from plumbing. We can learn something from security. That's all it is. We're just fortunate and blessed that we got like go-getters to go after their dreams, and then we have to be able to soak up all that. And that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm willing to do. I put myself out there first before anybody else, but I just feel that strongly about our group of the people that's really committed and into what we got going on here and to helping build. Because that's what we are. We're builders. We're building up a beverage company. We're building up a security company. We're building up a plumbing company. And in order for us to do that, this is necessary. So those are a couple of things. Have you asked those type of questions of what you should focus on specifically, or?
No, I haven't really asked for like the specific information, but it's just like some of them have told me what it's about, but like it's just kind of, I don't know. Some of these guys be telling me these things, and then it'd be like a whole different story when I don't know if it was just like way different like a couple of years back. But even Ronnie was like, he was telling me that like even with him, like even though he's had his own business, like the board of administrators as far as like trades, like they've been like hella strict, and like even with him, like they've been adding all fees, and he said that it's like it's even hard for him to even like keep up with all what he's got going on, even though he's been doing it for a while now. But yeah, I probably can do that. That's definitely a good tip right there that I'll take to it and take it into action. But yeah, anything that you guys have in mind or input is all welcome.
Yeah.
You know I'm here too. If you ever need somebody to do some side work, help you out, I got your back, bro.
Yep.
I will charge you his lunch. So.
Oh, nigga, you gonna get a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You're lucky if you get that with me, nigga.
No, I had to buy my own lunch with you. No.
Yeah, I know, right? And you buy my lunch, nigga. This nigga good, man. Yeah, he push a hard line. Oh man, but yeah, I mean, the sooner the better. I mean, if like, as your confidence as you continue to build on that and what you want to do, because obviously these hurdles right here, it's gonna be like everyone. Here goes this is the truth, like the real truth. Everyone that has a business, if you're trying to go in that lane, they're gonna tell you some stories like, oh, it's gonna be depressing. It's gonna make you not want to jump into the shit. You're gonna be like, oh damn, you gotta deal with all of this. They're gonna try to paint a picture where they don't want you to fucking take that next step. Like no matter how much information they're willing, because here goes the thing, they're willing to give up so much, but in the back of their mind, they're like, oh, this is competition right here. Here goes another person that's gonna try to jump in my lane that I already done built and I've been building. I'll continue to build. Yeah, so they're going to give you like bits and pieces, but the thing is that we have to remain true to ourselves, and we have to say, man, if this is our passion, this is what we love to do and what we want to do, man, fuck all that shit. That shit's out the window. Let me get to my plan ASAP, and let's start running these meetings. Let's start preparing my guys to go out there, because like I told you from the gate, we don't know what's going to hit. Like, yeah, we feel like, man, we're doing great with our small startup as a beverage company, but we don't know if it's going to hit. Like, we're just going off of it based off of, like, God has sent us, we're going. You know, wherever he sent us, we just going. Yeah, we desire to get to our promised land. We're going to get there, but we don't know for sure. Like, if it's through beverage, it could be through something else. It could be through plumbing. It could be through security. It could be through, like, you know, somebody else coming along the way. They start their own business or whatever the case may be. we're just going. But until we're able to give information, until we're able to start setting up meetings to put certain pieces of the puzzle together. Until then we'll continue to just be like, damn, all right, like stagnant, if you want to call it that. We'll continue to be that. And for us, yeah, we know it takes time, but the sooner we're able to start understanding the lingo of plumbing and understanding how things work and certain things like that, then and only then is where it speeds up for us. And I want us to always be progressing as much as we can, while we're here, obviously. And so that's what I throw out there. I mean, I want to learn too. I mean, the more things that we have in our data bank and what we're able to act on, I mean, we're just prepping ourselves up we're setting ourselves up not only to be successful, but for future generations to take on those same traits and run with it. And so it's on you. The ball is always in your court, and we're just waiting. I mean, we're willing vessels, and that's why I always say, like, man, if people are willing to play in the game, you better use them. If they're not, okay, that's cool. But you got willing players right here, and we're ready. And it's just like whenever it's go time for you, whenever you want to do that, then you know where the floor is, and you know how to get our attention. And we're here to rock. I mean, if we're moving mean like this, just imagine we got two things. I mean, even security is moving mean too. So we're moving mean on 2 businesses. We get it popping with plumbing. That's 3 businesses we moving mean on. And I mean, I just want to see this thing flourish in every avenue that we try to go down, and we walk through it. But that's what I have for that.
Hey, oh, my bad. Hey, then even if as well too on some of the job sites I be on, man, too, I could throw your name out there. You know what I mean? Because like lately we've been on like a lot of from ground up job sites, and I know a lot of them are always looking for plumbers and shit. So if need be, man, I could throw your name out there. You know what I mean? Let some of the people know. Hey, my brother fucking does plumbing. You know what I mean? You need a good plumber right here. You throw your number out there, your name, and boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Get it rocking.
Yeah. Yeah. One thing's been kind of like I've been like contemplating was like with business cards. Like I really wanted it because people always ask me for my number and stuff. But like with business cards, I've always wanted to just wait until I get my license just so I can throw that on there. But I think I'm just gonna go ahead because just the fact that they're so cheap, I think I'm just going to go ahead and print some up, and then eventually once I do get my license, then I'll end up doing some new ones. But yeah, I'll definitely let you guys know once I do get some.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and then because even the thing, do you still got Oosh Juice cards too? Like
No,
business cards?
Yeah, I've gave a few of those out already.
Yeah. I mean, just so like, if you don't, when everything is legit, it's official. Like, hey man, here goes my other, like, this is what I'm doing right here too. I do my other business venture, but all my numbers are right here, my email address, everything that you need to contact me, it's all right here. And I could get the job done. Just so there's no like, oh man, you know what I mean? But those are there for for that reason as well. They want to get in contact.
Yeah, I know. I've used that my business card, and then I pretty much had to explain to them too what Oosh Juice is, give them the whole rundown about that. It's kind of funny how that works. It's like for a card, because a few times I didn't have one on me, but there's been a few times where I've used my Oosh Juice card, and then because they already know I'm on a job site doing plumbing and whatnot. But then once I give them my card, I got to explain to them and give them the whole rundown. And then they're just asking questions about Oosh Juice. Like, oh, I'll check it out. I'll take a look.
Killing 2 birds with 1 stone. That's what's up, though. So yeah, man, that's what this movement is all about. That's what we're all about, man. We're really trying to expose not only our peers but the world to things that they're probably unaware of, or things that they probably don't even want to attempt to do. And this is a big world. I mean, we're not the first to do this. We're definitely not the last, but for the people in our circles and for the people that we know and that have come across and experienced this movement, how genuine it is, what we're all about, what we stand for, what we're striving for, what we push for, what we believe in, our whys, everything. I mean, these are why we have meetings like this, because we're trying to do everything that we can with this one life that we have. And for us, we're fortunate and blessed that we have some young, intelligent, business-minded Samoan men that really want to go after that and chase after things that people say that are impossible. And that's a blessing in itself. So with that being said, I just had a few updates. Uh, just a few updates. The first one was tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow the fourth round is coming in. So Power Brands, um, they worked out whatever they felt or whatever the feedback that we gave them. We worked out it. They worked that all out, and hopefully we get this round right here. We get it going, and it's the one. But if not, you know what it is. We just keep on creating more and more rounds until we get it right. I mean, that's as simple as that. Um, and as far as like a few things that we got in the works, I mean, we got like a few things. So I know I text you guys on Monday about the meeting I had with the lady's name is Belle Fernandez, and she's right here from Marina. And what she does is she was helping like startup companies to do some things on Amazon, and then she said, man, I should probably look into small businesses because they're like a little bit more established and it'd be a lot easier. And then she just really wanted to help out, to apply what the information that she had, because it's been working for her, it's worked for other people, and she really wanted to showcase what her mentor taught her. And so the whole meeting that we had on Monday went pretty well. And I never do this. I always come back and I run into you guys and see what you guys think. But I was already like so ready to go. I said, man, let's get the ball rolling. Like I told you guys on Monday, I felt so not only excited, but I just felt confident in this move, knowing that, hey, man, I rather take a shot at this to see what happens than to not take a shot at all and then just be like, whatever, we'll figure it out later on down the line. The only thing we lack is information. That's the only missing link. She has information that we don't have. She's going to help us out as far as building the platform up, our store up on Amazon. She's going to create certain key phrases and key words. It's really all based off of algorithms, she said. It's like patterns, right? You gotta understand how this major retailer, like this one-stop shop, how they operate. And for her, she's throwing out her she takes products and then she resells them. Stories we heard before on eBay where this one lady, she used to do the same thing, take products, resell them on eBay. Now she just doing that, doing little shit like that. This lady, same thing. She bought like some bags. This was like her first story. She went to grocery outlet. She bought some bags that were like $3 a piece. She put them on Amazon on her little store and sold them for 20 bucks a piece, and they sold out that quick. She was like, oh man. And so she was like, man, you wouldn't even think of like the stuff that I'd be selling, but people really be buying it. And I said, wow, it's like the infomercials. Everything is based on impulse, and you're looking at the audience, right? That Amazon has. We're talking about millions millions of people, hundreds of millions, if that, if we want to say that. They got a big audience, and what are people doing? I just want to buy something just cause. It's like that. It's impulse purchases where if you're on a site all day, and especially if you can buy stuff on that site, more than likely than not, then you're gonna press that add to cart, and then you're gonna buy something. You're gonna make a purchase. And so what she's been doing is like she started off like small. She's been doing it for a little while now. With her products that she has, and she says, man, I don't really try to do too much. What I want to do is like sell 10 products, 10 units a day. And she does way more. So like it started off as like that, just, oh yeah, it'd be cool to sell 10 units a day, whatever she has on her Amazon store, she'll have. And then she said, next thing you know, it started turning into 30, 40 units a day. And if you're adding up 30, 40 units a day, and we're talking about, like, for us personally, if we want to do 10 cases a day, like, that's what we were looking for. Like, man, we just want to do 10 cases a day. Like, 6 cases a day for 30 days, it rakes us in 10K. So if we're talking about 10 cases a day for 30 days, that's easily over 10K a day. We did the research on Sobe. Sobe sells about 2,000 cases. They're making about 40,000 just through that outlet alone. Sobe is like in the range of, like, when we looked at the pricing, they're pretty much in the same range. Some go as high as $80 a case, and then they got like $44 a case. So we want to try to put it in. We don't want to do 36. That's the one thing that she said. Let's not do 36. Let's go a little bit higher because it's free shipping that's involved too. So what we're going to do is we're going to price it, I'm thinking about $50. She put 46 just because, they get the cut, but we're making $15 off of every case. Like if we do like 46 a case, we're making about $15 off of every case. That's compared to what we're making $11-12 off of cases just selling direct to retailer. So that right there was already is like, man. And then obviously all the research that we've done ourselves about trying to make that push, but we just didn't feel confident enough. I mean, this is what it is, man. All it is just one person. Like we finding somebody that has a little bit more information than us that could speed up the process for us to figure it out quicker. And she has that information. And so when what her job is, this is her job. Like, her job is to get us started. Once we start seeing that movement, 5 units, 10 cases a day, 10 cases, it's going to go higher than that. I already know. I'm just excited because once you get started on something, then you start figuring out the ins and outs and how you can increase your bottom line. That's what we want to do. And we're going to figure it out. So she's going to basically, we're going to have the training wheels with her. She's going to be just teaching us how to work it. And then once we get a grasp of it, and then she's just going to be chilling on the side. Like, okay, I did my part. All I want from you guys is a referral. That's it. That's all she wants because she's still trying to build up her credibility. She doesn't want to charge. And once she gets other companies, like for us, like we're in this small town, we're a big company. We're a big company, all these people. So by their name being attached to us, just imagine what people are going to do. People are going to go seeking her services. They're going to be like, what? You were able to do this for Oosh Juice? And they're going to be calling her, and we're going to be referring her, and then obviously now the money's going to start rolling in, but this is the long-term picture that we're looking at, even short-term. For those companies that are really interested in getting, it's going to be beneficial. And I mean, for me, I'm a feelings type of person. If I get a good feeling, I get good vibes. That makes me want to act on things. If I don't, and I'm kind of like still iffy, then I'll just be like, all right, man, we need to do a little bit more talking. We need to have hangouts. We need to get opinions. Things like that, like where we go in depth just in case, because you never know. But this one, it was kind of like straightforward. especially because of what just happened on Monday too. It was like I got the call from the casting from Shark Tank, and that was big. And so you get the call, and then you had the meeting, and then you're just saying like, oh, God is lining some things up for us, man. Obviously, we did something last month, right? We had that goal, and we said, man, we got to push, and we were 99 cases short or something like that. But something last month triggered that man upstairs to say, you know what, I trust you with that level. Now I'm gonna take you to another level. Now, I've been looking at your guys' progress, and it's just like when you're going in for cool. All right, let's take another step. Cool. All right, let's get to another level now. I just really feel that's how he operates, and we showed him enough to not only get a call back so quickly. I didn't know they was gonna call that quickly as far as from Shark Tank. I thought it was gonna be months on out, and then they give us a call because that's what I heard like from people, and that's from what I seen too in like articles, and I like reading like sometimes it takes up to 6 months to a year, and then they finally give you a call back, but they call me back in less than a week. And when I'm talking to this guy and I feel excited, I'm like, man. I said, man, I'll I'll give this information to the next set of people, like the people that actually pick for the companies or the entrepreneurs that come on the show. You pass that along to them. They'll review it. Then they'll come back to me and then we'll have another talk, and then it goes from there. And so that happened. Those two things happened. We're working on Amazon, and I feel confident that we're going to be able to do some great things on there, because that's just who we are. Like, we're confident in selling our product already. This is just another avenue to get revenue. Bring that thing in. And so then I talked with the guy. I talked with the S homie. I got that in the works right now. With as far as 25 pieces, I told him what we want to start off 25 pieces, small to 2X. We're going to go with bro tanks, only 25, and we run it. And they say, hey, it's here, get it while it's hot. We do the same exact thing that we did with the hoodies, and we just run through them. And then, next month, like I said, next month or the month after, we do the same. We just keep on running these little promos with apparel to close out and kill the rest of 2015. Kofi, that's his name. He's a good dude. He's ready to start. I sent him over I sent him over our logo, what we wanted. He's gonna get back to me with a proof of what it looks like, and then after that, we make the purchase. We post it on our social media outlets. We get that thing rolling, close it out to end July. Hopefully, he gets these shirts by next week or even the first of the month. We close it out, or we do that, bam, we hit it, and then we move on. So we got that thing in the works too. So that's already trying to tap into. And then Willie, the guy who makes the pendants that I told you guys. I don't think I showed you guys, did I? Nah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so I'll show you right now what. And he makes those necklaces, those wooden necklaces, and so right here, we're gonna run these two.
Them is wet right there.
Right? That sure looks hella clean. So the thing about this guy, he has access to like over $1 million worth of like laser equipment and shit like that. It's a place that he works at, and they let him do whatever. They're like, hey man, yeah, because he's an aspiring entrepreneur, and they're like, oh yeah, if you create he creates those little necklaces and shit, and so like he's been blessed to be in that position, and so that he's sending me out a sample, and I only want to do 25 of those. So we're running, bam, 25 of those. What's the next one? Bam, 25 of those, and just keeping it moving because I can honestly say, like you know, you start working this thing, and then you start seeing this demand continue to grow and grow and grow, and we're just doing the little shit like that where we're teasing them, and it's like, man, you better get it where you catch the post, or else it's gonna be gone. And we do shit like that. Oh, sold out less than an hour. We get like that shit like that. It really plays with the person's mind. And like, fuck, man, I really want one of those, and they're gonna act quick. And so that's just what I wanted to update you guys as far as from the marketing standpoint. And once I get that sample, when I receive that sample for the pendant or the necklace, then the next move, obviously, I mean, it looks clean right there. So the next move is just put in that order. We get them, then we'll blast it, and then as compared to last month and what we've been able to do, and then you compare this month, it's not even a comparison. You can't compare it. And like for me personally, what is it for you guys? Like it made it so easy to just try to get at, like, attack. What is it for you guys that, like, the last month you said June, like, man, I gotta be in attack mode and I gotta get it. Because if we think about this month and how much have we really been in attack mode? I mean, not too much. I mean, we're looking at the numbers and we're trying to look for something to hang our hats on, and I just I honestly I couldn't say we could. I mean, everybody was in the everybody got over 50 cases last month. They were selling. This month, nobody's over 50. I mean, I got to 100, but that's expected. You know, I'm just trying to figure out. Like, yeah, we had the price down. That was the first time we ran $25 a case. But there has to be something more. What would you guys say?
Shit. Oh no, like for me, I know there's like a few sales where like people ask me, uh, asking me about the cases and the price and whatnot, and then I just straight up and told them what we had going on. And everybody knows that the last month was at sale, but it's just like when they hit me up, oh okay, yeah, I'll get another case. I know the sale's over and whatnot, and then I'll just hit them with that price, and I tell them what we always talk about is basically winning, even though on some of the stores you're buying paying over $3 per bottle, but I just think like it's just like it's hard for people to look at it like that, and then even like Shell, it doesn't really help with Shell selling. I don't know how many people are really going into Shell, but I know Shell selling their cases $25 plus tax. But honestly, I really don't think that's like really hurting us. But I don't know, it's just kind of hard to really pinpoint on what's the major difference besides the price as far as this one and last one.
I mean, I mean, in a way, it does have to do with the prices, because I mean, everybody wants something cheap at a cheaper price. You know what I mean? And I mean, a lot of people did jump on that last month because it was 25, and they do know the regular price, at 36. And that's like, shit, I'm saving 11, 11 bucks. Like, oh, now you guys are back up to regular price, 36, and then you figure the ones who know about Shell for 25, like, oh man, fuck that, I'm just gonna keep getting $25 You know what I mean? And a lot of people do think like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, I'm down to my last couple hours, man. You know what I mean? And then, I mean, the reason I'm saying that because I look at everything going around in the world, gas prices, all that shit. You know what I mean? And people do want shit for cheap. You know what I mean? And so, in a way, I feel like, yeah, I think we slowed down majorly this month compared to last month. Nobody is in that attack mode. It's like everybody just sank back into relax mode right now. You know what I mean? It's like, oh shit, we hit our mark. Because I don't think a lot of us even really, you know, the last goal that you just set. I mean, I don't think any of us really even attacked that last goal. You know what I mean? Of trying to get over the 100K. You know what I mean? By the 21st. And I think sometimes it does have to do with, you know, when you do set goals and then you do get on us about shit. I mean, it puts us in attack mode, and then it's like, I'm not saying you're like on relax mode right now, but in a way, like, you know, last month you was on us, boom, boom, boom. Hey, we need to do this, and then this month so far, it's like it's you're on us, but not as heavy as last month too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that for you to start getting on us again. No.
No, I mean, you know, here goes the thing, like because once again, it always starts at the top. If we're gonna be pointing fingers, we always have to point the finger at the top, and it's good to get feedback like that, like because you think about the like businesses where they're like some of these companies have some like dickhead bosses, but they're successful, and it's the reason why they're dickheads is because they're always on their employees. They want things done a certain way in order for them to generate what they need to bring in. And so for us, it's kind of like we're not really that, like me. I'm not. That's not my personality. But at the same time, it has like there has to be
Yep.
did this, but now the next go, hey man, come on, let's do it. Let's keep on pushing, because there it goes again. Like if we're not communicating these things, then everybody just goes on chill mode. Like, oh shit, we cool, we did what we needed to do. As compared to if I'm sending out a text every night, hey man, look at your look at your numbers, look what you're doing. It makes you feel a certain way. You know, but that, you know, as far as like that's something else that we definitely need to figure out from my perspective, or from what I'm looking at, is just keeping that intensity. Like like we know that like what we have to offer. We know like what we can do, what we can accomplish, what we can achieve. We know all those things, but how do we give a consistent how do we stay consistent with our intensity as staying in attack mode? How can we do that month in and day in and day out, month in or week in week out, month in and month out? How do we do that? And that's something that we have to learn, because here it goes again. Like if we're gonna use examples, and last month was the example was like, man, last month we all wanted to get 100 cases. Hey man, come on, we need to get 100 cases. But yeah, there was only like 3 people, I think, or 4. Was it 4?
You, Mick, Ray, and S.
1, 2, 3 people that actually, huh? 3 people that actually. And now this month we're still working on to get there for this month. And yeah, and so for us, we're like, okay, if I told you guys like, hey man, 1 month is not enough. Like, man, we need to really try to get 100 every month. How do we learn how to, like ourselves, learn how to keep that shit in our mind at all the time. Like, man, I got to figure out a way how do I get 100 cases. Because if I'm not getting 100 cases, man, I need to at least get something. Like, I need to do more than what I'm doing like right now. Because if it is the like we say it's the pricing, yeah, that plays a huge factor. It's $25 a case. And Will brought up another great point where people, even though it is just $11 more, a lot of people don't see it that way just because it's a 12 pack. And when you're buying 12 packs, you're not thinking of spending $36 on a 12 pack. You're thinking about spending $36 on probably a 24 pack or something like that. If it is, I mean, and for the most part, it's still trying to get people to understand, like, man, we're not a fucking soda, man. We're not a fucking a little vitamin water or Gatorade or some shit. We're more premium. We're a premium juice, and that's the challenging part. But if we were to put ourselves on the stand and we said, man, did we contact enough? Did we even contact or hit people up like the same amount of people as last month? Did we? I'm pretty sure all of us would probably say no. Like, I'll say no right now because I haven't hit anybody up on IG.
Yep.
I haven't hit nobody up. You know what I mean? And I bet you guys would probably say the same thing. Like, damn, I ain't even text nobody up. And there goes our drop off right there. Because even though, yeah, we had the sale going on, we still should have just continued to run with continuing to hit people up. Hey man, we got even though it's not a deal, but we're making that attempt, and I think that's another thing that we need to work on. Like even every month, we should still be contacting people on a regular. Just hey, just want to see how you guys are doing. We got this, and we have to come up with it as a marketing team. That's what I was talking about with Will on how we can get these people to be set up in like a system where they're just getting. It's nothing new, but it's just like what is that? Like they're subscribing. Like they're subscribing not to our email, but they're basically wanting to be put on a repeat like monthly order. Like we have to come up with some kind of even like for us as a from us in marketing. Hey, if you sign up to our we'll just call it subscription for now. If you sign up to our subscription, you'll get a certain percentage off or whatever every month. And that's another way to bring in like online sales. You're buying, it says $60, but if you sign up for the first month, you'll get what, I don't know, 10 to 20% off, whatever. And then after that, it goes into regular pricing, but you get people to get on that hype of just buying repeatedly, month in and month out, and you get a repeat customer. And that's another way that we should be able, or we should look into and work on that, because then we can say, okay, we have people that's buying on a repeated basis. Now, how do we get more? And so there was an idea right there on how we can work our sales. But I just feel like this month is like there was a huge drop off, and I think for the most part, I think like for us, it just like we have to be what is that word called? Um, Damn, there's this one word called like we just have to be like kind of much oblivious to pricing, because if you think about it, like we sold cases for 120, we sold cases for $100, we sold cases for $60, we sold cases for 50, 40, 36, 25. You know what I mean? We sold cases at different pricing, and so when every time that price may drop or may stay at the same, we just have to have that same mentality. Like, okay, it is what it is, but I still got to get sales, and that's what we need to work on. Like, man, it is what it is. I just got to get sales. I have to get sales. how are we going to get these sales? Like, who else can we hit up to get these sales? How can we set people up on a monthly basis to get their cases ordered and then delivered to them on a regular, consistent basis? Even if they're running through, a case a week, how are we able to tap into these people like that so that we continue to grow our sales and continue to do well from that angle? But those are some of the things that we need to think about. I think for the most part, the promotional part is going to help us out a lot. It's going to make it a lot easier. So that's why I really wanted to push forward on some of those things like that I just mentioned up. I really wanted to start going a little bit harder. Because we talk about a lot of things, but we never run the campaigns. And I just want to get us into the habit of running campaign after campaign, just because of the fact that, man, I think it's as far as from marketing, it keeps people on their toes. Like, okay, what are they going to sell next? All right, man. And then S brought this up too, but he was like, man, when you're drinking the juice, it's like, cool, yeah, I'm drinking it. But then when you have a shirt or something to wear, then it's like, oh, damn, I'm wearing an Oosh Juice shirt. It's going to make you want to go and buy Oosh Juice. You know what I mean? Or look for it. So it's always going to be fresh on your mind. And so the promotion is going to help out a lot coming up. But I just want you guys to always remember and remind yourselves that you have to stay in attack mode. You have to. And every month, our goal should be selling 100 cases a month. Like each of us, our goal has to be that. Like, man, I got to sell 100 cases. I just have to, man. If I don't get there, I'm still going to try my hardest to get there. But that's the mentality that you should have going into this. I mean, my mentality is still like, man, I got to sell 100 cases. I got 2 for 2, but man, I'm trying to go 3 for 3, and I'm just going to try to continue to keep it consistent, man, because I really want you guys to see, like, damn, man, I got to get there. I mean, he's doing it. I got to get there too. I want to get there too, and I will. I just got to figure out some ways on how I can get to this number. And once again, that's where the whole authorization from last week and the prior week before that comes into play, where I gave you guys the decision-making power based on your relationships with some of the people that you guys have known, purchase product, or regular customers. I gave you guys authorizations to make that call, like, hey, you know what, it's this price right now, but I'm willing to go here just because I know you're in there, you're buying, you're supporting, man. And that right there is, oh, man, for real, you going to do this solid for me one time? That leads to the next time, oh, nah, I got you, man, 36 is good. But those are the things that we have to work into, implement into our sales pitch. Hey, man, you know what, it is right here, but today we can do this for you. You gotta wiggle it some way, and that's the power that you guys have that you have to be able to use at your discretion. Like, and you guys would know. So just think about those things and know that, man, we still got this month left. We still got, 22nd? So there's 8-9 days left out of this month, and we're still pushing. You guys that are still trying to get to 100, remember, like I said, man, don't let this thing get 3-4 months and you still ain't reached 100. Let's knock it out as quickly as possible, because, man, you just want to get on to the next goal. Like, you guys still have that goal that you need to accomplish, and I'm holding you guys to that. I'll send out the new numbers tonight with
Mark me down for one today to fill in.
All right, yeah, I'll put that down too, and I'll send those out just so you guys can see. But other than that, those are the main things I wanted to get out for marketing. It's a pretty exciting time for us. I mean, not that the journey hasn't been exciting enough, but I mean, we want more, and there's going to be a lot more coming our way because we are faithful with the little things, and we continue to trust in the guy who sent us. And that being said, man, thank you guys for your time. I appreciate it. Anybody has anything else, feel free. If not, we get on our separate ways.
You got the one on Monday and today, right?
I believe so.
All right. Because they didn't want to take one yesterday, so.
They didn't want to take one yesterday? Or
Yeah,
were they out?
They were out because he just got back from Vegas because his auntie took one. He called his auntie on Monday. It's like, hey, take it. So she took it. And I went yesterday. She's like, nah. He's like, all right, I don't want to argue with you. And then he just hit me up during the meeting like I need one. So I just shot over there right now and dropped that off.
All right. So, yeah, I got the one on 720 Bing. Yeah.
And then today, yeah, so.
Today, so I'll put that down.
Shit, when I walked in there, them niggas, like, finally, like, oh, my bad, shit. My bad. He just
not
called me, man.
awful,
Like,
man.
we've been waiting for the Hoosh Juice. Like, my bad, man. He just called me, man. My bad.
Ooh.
Hey, I'm trying to also Monte Vista Market because I was talking to the owner in there this morning, Bobby. So I'm trying to get an account set up with him because Kathy knows him personally, and she had to go pick up some stuff from there for the school, like a school breakfast. And so I was just chopping it up with him. You know,
little Asian guy?
Yeah, little Bobby, little motherfucker. Or Tommy, that's his name. Tommy. And I was like, man, look, give me a shot, man. He's like, man, I talked to your brother last time, tried to get it in, but these Monterey kids, I was like, man, check this out, Tommy, just give me a shot, man. And I was like, man, we just got into Whole Foods about 2 months ago. It's doing great. I was like, man, you just give me the shot to get it in here. My brothers will come out here and sample. I mean, we'll get it moving. I was like, look at all these drinks you got that you're giving a chance. Just give me a chance, man. We're local.
Yeah.
So, all right. I don't know when I'm being here. I'm going to be on vacation for the next week. So, just get in touch with Kathy. Tell her to get in touch with me. Let's try stuff. I was like, I'm serious, man. Let's give me a shot, man.
Yeah, that's why I don't even understand, because he was like playing games and shit. And I was just like, bro, it's a simple yes or no. He didn't even want to give me that. I'm just like, all right, bro, I ain't gonna be coming here every day just trying to figure out what the answer is, man. He talking about, oh yeah, you should talk to these guys for distribution. I'm like, man, we do our own distribution. He's like, yeah, but I was like, all right, man, I can see where this is going. This is just a circle right here, like.
Yeah.
And then even when you told him we got into Whole Foods, that should already send off like, oh damn, these niggas were serious. And that's the crazy part, because he's friends with Matt, and Matt was telling him about the product when we first started, but he just gave him like the direct-to-consumer pricing, and he's like, oh, that ain't gonna work. And I was just like, nah, I gave him the real rundown. He was just like, oh yeah. And and I was just like, well, if you got people coming in here already and they're requesting it, I don't even see why you wouldn't want to put it in the product.
Yeah.
It doesn't make no sense.
Because what he was telling me is like, man, what is it again? I was like, it's 2460 case, It's like, man, that's kind of pricey. I was like, man, check this out, Tommy. I was like, there's a lot of stuff in your store that's kind of pricey. It actually fits in there with the $3 or however you're going to set it range. You know what I mean? So let me think about it. I'm going on my vacation, and I'll be back in about a week or so. It's like I'll tell Kathy, man. I'll probably have to stop by and check you out again, because Kathy deals with them like on a weekly basis. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to work that right now to get it in there. Because he said the lunchtime be fucking thumping from like 11 to 12:30 or something. He said it'd be thumping in there, man. We could probably kill it. So yeah, I'm trying to work on getting that little account right now. So shit.
Then Chow would go there every day.
Who, Chow?
Yeah.
Oh,
He lives right there.
Have you been to Whole Foods? You delivered to Whole Foods again?
Yeah.
Okay. I know Kathy I forgot to tell you, Kathy was saying something last week. They were down to like 4 bottles on the shelf.
Yeah, they be playing games though. I hit him up. I said, hey man, this nigga didn't even respond to me yet. And I'm just like, I said, man, you guys, every time it's taking like 10 days, right? Like basically almost 2 weeks to sell. They sell a case a week. And then, so they were doing 2 cases, bam, bam. And then they ordered 1. And then I was just like, every time you order, you guys have been out for like 3-4 days already. They're missing out on sales. You guys are missing out on sales. I got your employees telling me, hey man, where you been at? We need Hoosh Juice. Like, man, we're dying here. I got, people hitting us up on social media. Like, yeah, I said, how can we get this to a point where you're ordering at least 5 cases so you know you don't run out, or do you need us to come and check, service the account, check on it every here and there, just to give you the when it gets down to a certain number, then we just send you an email or something. And I know they're busy over there, but still, it's like, really, like, I don't even understand why you guys would order just small quantities, knowing that it just keeps on selling out. Like,
Exactly.
no, I will figure it out though with them, because we got a thing coming up too for them, like to do like a little sampling demo. They got all, I guess they're like everyone that's local or something. They're letting them come in and shit and sample all the products, and so I was like, oh hell yeah, that's next month. So we got that going with them. I'll talk to them a little bit more, but just trying to get them on a bigger load, because it just doesn't make no sense. Like,
for sure.
Yeah. All right, man, let me get ahead and say this prayer and get on our separate ways. Father, Lord, I come to you in prayer, Lord. I thank you for another opportunity to come together on this Wednesday. We know the mission, we know where we're headed, and we know who we're led by. And so all we want to do is continue to take the necessary steps that are required to not only build our beverage empire, but building that inner greatness from within and releasing that. And then not only that, but our other ventures that we are trying to go after as well. We got a lot of strong-willed men right here in the circle. We have dreams that we want to turn into reality. And we have people that we want to bring change. We want to impact their lives and hopefully inspire and motivate them to do some of the things that they want to do in life. It's all been a blessing, this journey. And we can't wait to see what is coming our way, because we know there are a lot of things that are going to come our way, because we have been faithful, with the little things, with our venture, with everything that we need to do to keep the lights on for this company, take care of our families. We've been doing everything that you have asked us, and we're going to continue to follow your steps, Lord. So as we get on our separate ways, we just ask that you be with us all, near and far, throughout the rest of the night. We give you all the praise, glory, and honor, for you're worthy. We love you, Lord. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah.